Yes, family. Yeah, so Easy Herbs back again, yeah, with another episode, yeah, of the six senses, yeah, of the human body, yeah. So like I explained before about how you perceive smell on the olfactory system, yeah, and the olfactory pathway. Um this is a continuation of the same chemical reactions, yeah, because it's chemoreceptors that we're dealing with, yeah. So this convo is going to be about how we perceive taste, yeah, and how, what pathway and etc, yeah. So the biology term of how we perceive taste is what we call gustatory pathway or gustatory systems, yeah. And basically how we perceive taste, yeah, is 80% smell, yeah, so olfactory system, because when we eat our food gets into our mouth, we break off the food using our salivary glands and enzymes breaking down carbohydrates, turning them to small molecules. It releases an odor, yeah, or scent that goes up to the same track that enters into what you call the olfactory system, and this is where it will take the messages all the way to your cerebral cortex, yeah. So we're gonna break more about how we taste now, yeah, on a gustatory system, yeah, gustatory pathway. So it's gonna be information get broke down a little bit more. I'm gonna use my board to break down some diagrams, you know, and draw out some the way that it works, yeah. So bear with me. So we're gonna the senses of, well, the human body, or the tongue, yeah, and the gustatory system. At the moment, yeah, we have five taste, yeah, taste that we perceive, yeah. There's gonna be more, yeah, that scientists is gonna soon find out. I think oily might be another new specific taste, yeah. This is how these chemical receptors react to certain tastes, yeah. I'm gonna be breaking down it a little bit more on a scientific level, yeah. So the five tastes, yeah, one is sweet, we got sour, we got bitters, yeah, we got sweet, sour, bitters, another new term called umami. Sweet, sour, bitters, umami, salt, yeah, salty, yeah. So these are the five senses, yeah, no, the five tastes that we have at the moment. Like I said, oily might be another one, yeah. So sweet, sour, salt, bitters, and umami, yeah. So I'm gonna break down the tongue and see how it works and how we perceive these tastes, yeah. So firstly, I'm gonna draw out the tongue, yeah. Yeah, so this is how the tongue is. I hope the family can see. You know, I know the light's shining a little bit, but you know, hope the family can see, yeah. So with these tongues, we have what we call the hairlight particles, yeah, that roughness on your tongue. Yeah, we should all know what I'm talking about, because we should be brushing them in the morning, yeah. Yeah, we got, this is the back of your tongue, yeah. So the front, the smaller ones, I would say the front ones that you can get, one of them's called papilla, yeah. Papilla, papillae, yeah. Papilla papillae, yeah, that's one of them. We also got, we have fungiform, fungiform papillae, and we also have, these are the bigger ones, yeah. We also have folate papillae, yeah. So these are like the hair that's on your tongue. This is like the friction part of your tongue, yeah. This is called friction for a reason, yeah. It takes hold of the food, you know, like, you know, when you could have ice cream and all that, and then you lick your ice cream. This is what comes off onto your tongue, yeah. So this is the villi. This is all the hair that's on your tongue, and in between those tongue, the villi or the papillae, yeah, we have what we called taste buds, yeah. So in between, for example, a fungi form, papilla, yeah, we have, enjoy that. Yeah, in between, we have what we called, let me draw it and this way for you to understand. But these taste buds are all around the papillae, yeah. So within this is what you call taste buds, yeah. Taste buds. We all heard of this term. We should all know what it is, yeah. What does a taste bud actually do? We're gonna go, let me draw it out a little bit more so we know, yeah. We have taste buds, yeah. We have around about 7,000 different types of taste buds all around in your tongue, and they send up to about 50 to 100 different taste signals, yeah, via your mouth, yeah, and into what you call the gateways that I'm going to speak about a little bit later, yeah. So this is how the taste buds look like in between your papillae, yeah, and we've got some jelly form here. It's a mucus form which is called the taste pore, yeah, taste pore. And then we got the hair, which is called the gustatory hairs, yeah. This is what obviously picks up the food, yeah. And then within this taste bud, yeah, which is known as a gustatory cell, yeah, gustatory cell, it's full of what we called the epiphenol, yeah, epiphenol cells. These are all epiphenol cells, yeah, the gustatory cells, yeah, epiphenol cells. And right here at the low, you have a specific cell called basal cell, yeah. So the basal cell is basically the cells that renew the epiphenol cells, yeah, every time. Because, like, you know, for example, now, you know, when you eat hot food or something, or like they say, yeah, if you burn your tongue, for example, yeah, and then obviously you can't eat on a certain side of your mouth or your tongue, I mean, or your tongue at all, yeah. This is because these gustatory cells has been damaged, yeah. The basal cells is responsible of replacing these epiphenol cells. So epiphenol cells get replaced every 2 days if it's been damaged by a thingy, or weekly basis, yeah. Basal cells replace these cells. These cells get replaced by weekly, or if it's been damaged a couple of days, yeah. Within the gustatory hair, we have what we called like the same type of principle when it comes to the actual potential and the different ion channels, yeah, that picks up. So now this is the system of how we taste, yeah. The taste buds, the gustatory hair, the gustatory cells, which is the epiphenol cells, and the basal cells, which the basal cells transfer the information all the way to where the gateways that we're going to be speaking about, yeah. Like I said, it's about 7,000 different types of taste buds, and then they pick up about 50 to 100 different types of tastes, yeah. So now we're going to break down how we, as you can see, we're going to break down how we eat our food. Everything, like I explained before in another video and plenty of other videos, everything that we eat, it always get breaking down to smaller particles for our cells to pick up via receptor, etc., yeah, and gets pushed through either the bloodstream or your neurons or whatever to send chemical reactions, chemical signals, the sensory, yeah, systems, the peripheral system, the central nervous system, different gateways, yeah. So now we have broken down food, which gets the first part of the digestive system, where the food gets break down by salivary glands and different types of enzymes that amylase to break down carbohydrates into smaller ion type forms. These molecules are little particles, yeah, the same way with smells, yeah. Smells get nanometers, yeah, little small particles that float within the salivary, yeah, of your mouth, yeah. And what they do, they get picked up into what you call the taste pore. The taste pore is where it holds all these different types of ions, yeah. Ions, yeah, I'm gonna talk about what ions react to what, yeah. Specific tastes, yeah, produce different tastes perceive specific ions, yeah, to generate the actual potential that sends the message straight away through, yeah. So like I said, you have like for example, sodium ion, you got hydrogen ions, and everything that's been broken down from when you, the first part of the digestive system, which is your mouth, when you start breaking down via your saliva or your amylase, different parts of food particles get picked up by your taste pore, yeah. Your taste pore, your gustatory hair, like I said, with different gateways and channels, is what picks up the molecules of the ions, yeah, which transfer the actual potential into what they call the epithelial cells, the neuron epithelial cells, which passes it on to what you call the basal cell, which transfer the information all the way to certain specific gateways, yeah. So we're going to talk about the gateways that that food is being perceived and how it's been pushed through, yeah. That's the taste bud, yeah. We're going to push more. So okay, so family, yeah, so yeah, so now it's been pushed through the main three gateways, pathways that we perceive in taste, and what pathway that they use, yeah, is one which is glossopher, the, let me read right now, the glossopharyngeal, yeah, pathway, yeah, the glossopharyngeal, yeah, that's a pathway that they use to perceive the information, yeah. We got the vagus nervous system, yep, pathway, and then we got the other one which is called the cranial nerve, yeah, cranial nerve, yeah. This is all the three major pathway where taste is perceived and transport into what you called your midbrain and all that. So these are the gateways that they use, yeah, when it comes to taste, yeah, yeah. So this gateway is usually used when it comes to just say the fungi form, the fungi form, yeah. So this is all the different types of papillae that cater to certain areas of what you of the gateways that it passes through, yeah. Most of them are they're usually the same, but the vagus nervous system deals with a little bit more of the taste buds and everything, yeah. So the taste buds, so they ain't really a specific one, but this have a enlightenment of how it works, and this is more papillae, yeah, different types of papillae. So this is the gateways, the glossopharyngeal pathway is usually the papilla and the fungi form, yeah. The vagus nerve system picks up and sends out via the taste buds, yeah. And then the facial cranial nerve, more papilla, yeah. So different types of papilla. These are the different types of gateways that transfer all the way into what you called your cerebral cortex, yeah. Yeah, this is the gateways that you need to know about, yeah. So with that, knowing that, yeah, that what part of the brain does it enter first, yeah? Most of it, as you know, when we deal with the brain, and that enters what the first part of the central nervous system is what you call the brainstem, yeah. The brainstem has the medulla oblongata and etc, yeah, the pons and the midbrain, yeah. So understanding that'd be the first interaction of what taste is, yeah. And as we know about them systems there, the brainstem and the cerebellum as well, it's included, it opens up gateways like the digestive system, the hydrochloric acid and etc, yeah, the different types of enzymes that start flowing, the salivary glands and etc. This is what gets you prepared for your digestive system, yeah. And the next step, it enters into what you called, so this is the three pathways that I just mentioned, enters into what part of your brain, yeah. So I ain't got a picture, I would have showed you a picture, but let me just show you the parts of the brain. Let me just show you about the parts of the brain. This is your brain, yeah, and this is your, yeah, this is a quick drawing. I hope you can see, family, though. Yeah, so this line here is what you call the fissure, yeah. Fissure is what separates your your left brain to your right brain, what people will say. Yeah, you got the frontal lobe. Yeah, you got the temporal lobe, which is the low lobe. Yeah, you got the parent the pe- no the parent the parental lobe up top. You got the occipital lobe. You got the frontal lobe, and you got the temporal lobe. Yeah, and you got what you call the fissure. Then inside you have the corpus callosum, yeah, which transferred the information from the right sphere to the left sphere. Yeah, this is how the left side of your brain communicates with the right side of your brain with from the corpus callosum. Yeah, with inside this this middle part is what you call the fissure. Yeah, and now I keep on looking because the sun is in my eye. Yeah, so we've got the frontal lobe. So like I said, this is the brain stem. You got the medu oblongolon, you got the pons, and then you got the cerebellum. Yeah, so this is the autonomic system. Yeah, and this is what you called the central nervous system. Yeah, the central nervous system. This is the gateway that this is the gateway that sensory, yeah, and peripheral neurons send the signal to. Yeah, that's the main gateway, the central nervous system. Central nervous system, yeah. System. So, like I said, these three pathways, yeah, the galosum girl, and then you got the facial nerves, yeah, send these gateways, and what you call the vagus nervous system. They all send the same gateway up your central nervous system and enters what you call the pons, the medu oblongolon, and the midbrain, and also the cerebellum. The cerebellum deals with the muscle, all the muscular activity. The midbrains obviously deals with the deciphering, and then sends it up to what to call the frontal lobe, and wherever it needs to operate for it to perform whatever is needed. Yeah, and the medu oblongolon and etc deals with emotions and etc as well. Yeah, so like I was saying, you got the temporal lobe, you got the frontal lobe, you got the fissure in between, you got the corpus callosum that's transferred the left brain to the right brain. You got the parental lobe, and you got occipital lobe. We're gonna be speaking about all of these different types of lobes on the next 6 senses, yeah, the next sense that I'm going to be speaking about. Yeah, so this fissure lobe, this fissure which separates them both, you have what you called now as what you called the solar, yeah, the insular. This is in between the fissure but on the side of the temporal lobe. Yeah, the insular is the gateway where these taste pathways are getting sent to. Yeah, and this is deals with the area of how you perceive the smell. So these are the areas of your brain that these pathways open up the autonomic system, also open up the insular part of your cortex is another term. Insular cortex, which is part of the temporal lobe, and it also opens up your operculum. Yeah, operculum. I'm gonna write them down as well. So insular, yeah, cortex. Yeah, so on a temporal lobe, it deals with what emotions, yeah, emotions and everything. So the insular cortex in the part of your temporal lobe where the fissure is, so it's not exactly in there, it's quite in the middle. Yeah, and this deals with the emotional part, because the temporal lobe is in where you have what you call the hypothalamus. Yeah, the hypothalamus and your other thalamus. Yeah, this is where all the reptilian brain and etc. This is all in the same frame. So all of these get activated within that region. This is what you call the insular cortex. Yeah. Also in the frontal lobe, you got the oculum. Yeah, with the oculum activate in the frontal lobe. Yeah, this is the frontal lobe. This what you called activates what you called the perceiving, yeah, to the knowing of what you're eating. Yeah, so this is where the consciousness of what you have consumed get acknowledged in what you call the operculum. Yeah, the operculum. Yeah, so this is the pathways and this is the gateways of the brain that is used, and how you perceive taste now. Yeah, like I said, the autonomic system, the autonomic system opens up all your gateways for your digestive system. The temporal lobe, which is what you call the insular cortex, opens up the emotions and the happy signals that you would get from eating the food. And then also you got the frontal lobe, which is the operculum, yeah, that deals with the consciousness of what you're eating. Yeah, so this is like the breakdown of what you perceive as taste. Yeah, and then yeah, I hope I broke it down clearly enough. Yeah, so this is the form and the model of how you perceive taste. Yeah, so family, I hope I done as best as I can. Yeah, for you to understand what gateways, what routes and routes that taste move in to get into what you called your consciousness, yeah, and operates your digestive system and etc. These are the gateways. This is what opens the door when you eat food. Yeah, this is how you perceive taste. So the taste is the gustatory system. Yeah, so hope you like and enjoy. Make sure you subscribe as well. Pass on the information that Eazi does what he does. You know. So salute to the team. Peace out.